Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to the Whole Special channel and another product review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gedore Red torque wrench. This is an item I recently had to purchase in order to work on the Trabant. I had to change out some head gaskets on the thing, and it required a special torque, so you know, the regular wrist tight just wouldn't do, so we had to get a hold of a torque wrench to torque down the nuts on the heads. So went and picked one of these up in eBay. It was, I forget the price exactly, but I'll put it in the description or put it down here down below. And Gedore is a German tool manufacturer that also, like so many others, is also a lesser line that's made in Taiwan. The Gedore Red in their wrenches is made in Taiwan. However, according to this, it says made in Germany. So I'll bring in the camera here just to show you up close and personal, and take a closer look at how this thing operates, and of course give you a little bit of footage of working on the Trabant. So let me bring the camera around and give you a close-up look. Alrighty, so here we have the box, as it says right here, made in Germany. So let's open her up. It's been opened up before. Now this has been pre-calibrated by the factory. We have a calibration sheet here, and it gives us the data of calibration and the deviation from the actual settings, and how the torque is then calculated. So then we have the poop sheet here, the instruction manual, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 languages. And that's the reason it's so thick. This is a pretty basic unit, pretty simple to operate, really. So let's get into the operation of it. Okay, here we have our dial indicator. To change the setting, you just pull that knob down there, and then you can turn the handle, and you can see how it raises and lowers the torque setting in the vernier up here. So we needed, the lowest setting here is 40, which is right here, and we needed 42, so that's where we had it set for torquing the bolts on the Trabant. Now this is given in Newton meters, so it's not in foot pounds, so you'd have to end up recalculating that for foot pounds. So up here we have the Ratchet Head. And this is a pretty easy switcheroo here. You just pop this out, stick it in the other way, and now you can torque on a left hand. So it's you know, reversible, so to speak. So let's pop it back in. The length of the unit here is, let's see, 48 centimeters, so that's 480 millimeters long. So it gives you plenty of oomph, plenty of grunt to work with. So Here's our serial number right here, and it does match the serial number here on the poop sheet, on the calibration sheet right there. So this is definitely not a pencil whipped document that you see from like Chinese manufacturers. Well, with that little preview of the tool, let's go out and torque our nuts on the turbine and see how this guy works. Of course, it's, you know, just like any other torque wrench. For those of you who aren't familiar with torque wrenches, sometimes you need to preload a bolt with a certain amount of tension so it doesn't strip out the threads. That's one of the problems that I had. One of the previous owner had put new head gaskets on and over torqued one of the screws. He used screws on this in this instance instead of reusing the studs. You can use screws, but that's only if you never plan on going back into the unit and repairing it. But anyway, he used screws, and it ended up stripping out the thread of the screw hole. So. Well, YouTube, that's our wrap for this episode of Duckin the Fog tool reviews. The Gedore Red torque wrench. I realize this isn't, a very lengthy and in-depth tool review. Torque wrenches are pretty basic, but they are a necessity in every shop. Like I said before, where you have a bolt that has to be torqued to a certain spec. And for the price that I paid for this, I thought it was a pretty good deal. Not made in China. And so, time will tell how this wrench is going to perform. The initial impression overall is pretty good. The fit and finish of the tool is standard German quality, i.e. Top notch, and seems to work the way it was intended to. So this is definitely a tool I would recommend for those of you who are looking for a torque wrench. Just go into eBay and put in a search for these. You'll find them in relative abundance in German eBay. So anyway, with that, if you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, critiques, or similar experiences, or just a question in general, put them in the comment section below. Any traffic that the videos receive in this fashion help the channel grow. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm to promote it, so to speak, in the rankings. So with that, thanks for stopping by, and we'll hope to see you all again soon.